All right, we're winding it up here. We're bringing up the very next comic. Let's give it up for Diana.
Hi, everybody. So I was just on deck, and now I'm here, and being on deck is giving me powerlifting competition flashbacks, like, where's the bar? Where's the rack? I've got 1 minute to do a squat, or they're going to red light and eject me. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, where were we? Hello, good evening, all you ghouls and gangstas. Are you all ready for some oversharing? Yeah, all right. Well, like Stan said, I'm Diana, but what he didn't tell you is that I'm 37 and I'm from New York. So you're all very lucky. You get to witness my Midwest midlife crisis haircut. I modeled these after a 22-year-old cosplayer, and I think that the magic spell that was supposed to come with it isn't really working. But I am growing an ungodly, unreasonable, and unmanageable amount of hair around it. And you might say, hey, bozo, get a haircut. There's many very fine salons in this here city. You're choosing to become a mop. And I would say, one, rude, but two, my not getting a haircut is for the health and well-being of all of the cosmetologists and hairdressers of this world, because every time I get a haircut, even at this length, every cut is just a banana peel level tuft that falls to the floor, turning into this deadly moat around the chair. And so I'm not getting a haircut as a public service. But that is something I've always been good at, growing hair. I don't know if you've ever seen a 10-year-old getting a full wax job, but that was me. And I've kind of since moved away from the waxing and strictly manage everything by razor now. Even my face gets done daily, but I managed to miss a spot shaving the other day. Like, I haven't been doing this for 13 years. Like, missed a spot shaving? That's got to be, like, the manliest problem to have, right? Did I also get granted the gift of the gonads of social supremacy? Not at all. But now I don't know how early Homo sapiens populated Eurasia, but I imagine if they started in wandering the rivers around Germany, and instead of starting closer to the Mediterranean, that whenever a frat boy gets a time machine, the first thing he's going to do is stop them from going. Bruh, I don't know if you've heard about this, beautiful sea down south, but you can't go. You can't go because then all of your family and all of your descendants, all the babes will have beards. Ew. Their beards will be bushier than mine, and their bushes will be mightier than Moses. And that just... not okay. All right, I think that's all of my beard and bush bits. Where were we? All right, we're oversharing. I'm 37. And there was something that came after that. But I think I'm finally starting to see the world as my parents... Oh, yeah, that's the part I'm missing. I'm 37, and I'm going to be 38 in a month and a half. And so at which point I get to experience the annual ritual of every December baby, I know there's a few of you out there, of going into a store, any store, doesn't matter which, screaming at the top of our lungs, it's my birthday, only to be greeted with and drowned out and dismissed by Mariah Carey descending from the heavens like some holiday Hulk Hogan with all of the power of and speed of capitalism behind her. In my notes, that joke is just called Mariah Carey suplex. All right. Now we can go, but I don't think I've actually gotten to the point of me telling you I'm 37 over and over again. I'm 37, and I think I'm finally seeing the world how my parents see it, or how saw it when I was a kid. Like, for example, As a kid, you would have picture day. You would go and ensure that at least everyone had some modeling experience, and then you get the pictures, and some would get framed, and then one would go off to work. What did I think was happening with that picture? Like, it was just a skyscraper full of people with briefcase in one hand and a picture of child in the other, shoving it in people's faces like, my kid can beat up your kid. But no, now I've seen where the picture goes. It goes into the back of a cube, shrouded by work, and forgotten. But the other thing I remember distinctly from the child's perspective that now I have to reconcile with the other side is meeting adults on the internet. So I grew up on the AIM chat rooms, red names talking to blue names, and so whenever you came on there, you had to figure out who this was. Anybody who sees you is going to want to know who you are. Like, what are you? Are you a boy or a girl? Age, sex, location. ASL, ASL, ASL. And there's no way to feel more effortlessly valuable than to be able to respond to that with female 12NY. And it's not like I was on there for anything nefarious. I wasn't trying to like send anyone to jail or steal everyone's money. But there were some weirdos on there, and I've become very self-aware to not be that weirdo. And so now that I'm meeting more of my friends' kids, like, I can actively feel myself trying to not say things that I would have never said. Most specifically, one of my friend's kids has started playing Pokemon trading card game, and I've been a Pokemon player since it came out, and so now we both just bug him about, like, different facts and questions and things until he plays with us. It's a good time. And so I'm chatting with him on Messenger, like, oh, what deck should I make next? Like, how long do you think this will be legal? Will these go well together? And I see that notification. The 7-year-old has entered the chat. Oh, no. I just feel everything come. I do coke all weekend and hookers all week. I would never say that. Why would I say that? But speaking of sexual misconduct to minors, I want to thank everybody for collectively keeping the pressure on about the Epstein files. And I don't know if we'll really learn anything if they come out, but I think it's important to make the guilty squirm. But while everyone's been kind of talking about the files, I can't help but wonder, Jeff is dead, and Ghislaine's in jail. What's happening on the island? Can we buy the island? What are those house tours like? Well, this is where the previous owner did all of his white-collar crime, but I guess you'd call it an office. I kind of hope that, like, this is where I Am Legend happens and all of nature kind of takes over, but is that where Epstein's ghost is going to go? They're not going to want to come back if they keep getting accosted by some creepy phantom. That's my time.
All right, give it up for Diana one more time.